Welcome back to Inside Hollywood. Today we will talk about the sad truth of Laurence Fishbone and his family. A select collection of well-known actors includes Laurence Fishbone in their ranks. He has acted in many productions, such as Boys in the Hood, Apocalypse Now, and the Matrix movies. He received an Academy Award nomination for his performance as Ike Turner in What's Love Got to Do with It. He also received a Tony Award for the play Two Trains Running. Laurence has experienced embarrassing and insulting situations from the people he loves the most, even though his fans and peers hold him in high regard. Laurence wed the actress Hanja Moss in 1985. Langston, born in 1987, and Montana, their daughter, were welcomed into the world. In 1993, Laurence and Hanja were not together when he spoke with the New York Times. The godfather of Montana, Martin Sheen, stated to the publication that Laurence found the separation challenges. The Augusta, Georgia native was legally separated and career-focused by the middle of the 1990s. He played Morpheus in 1999's The Matrix, one of the greatest sci-fi movies ever made. They started work on the sequels in 2001 when Laurence and Gina Torres first met. In the same year, they were engaged. Gina, then 33, and Laurence, then 41, wed in September 2002. The Fishbone family was relatively quiet after welcoming their daughter Delilah in 2007 until his daughter Montana started garnering media attention. According to TMZ, Montana was detained in November 2009 after attempting to sell her body. She was on probation after entering a no-contest plea to a lesser trespassing offense. She was then imprisoned in February 2010 for touching her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. According to Thames, Laurence funded Montana's legal representation for her to win the lawsuit and resume her everyday life. The release of Montana's intimate video was announced 6 months after she and Vivid Entertainment, both 18 years old, decided against taking the straight and narrow path. Why would the celebrity daughter of Hollywood have to pursue such a line of work? Montana admitted to Today.com that she fell in love with intimacy after having her first experience at 16. She decided to emulate Kim Kardashian's success after seeing how popular she became after sharing her private video with Rage Montana in the hopes of advancing her own Hollywood career. Montana started performing under the alias Chippy D. Laurence and his well-known friends needed some exciting amusement. They promised to pay millions of dollars to buy each DVD copy. Yale Galanter, an attorney, was also employed by Laurence's buddies, according to Thames, to manage the transaction. Steve Hirsch, an executive at Vivid, was contacted by Yale, but the DVDs had already left the building. Montana told Thames that her mother was concerned but supportive following the video's release, but that she hadn't spoken to her father personally despite hearing that he was upset. She also acknowledged that she had kept her new career a secret from her father, who learned about it simultaneously with the rest of the world. She eventually got in touch with her father, who reportedly warned her she wasn't welcome in his life unless she changed. He was embarrassed that she used her well-known last name in the video credits. Not only did she have to worry about offending her father, but adult actor Brian Pumper also published a DVD called Fatty's Rhymes and Dimes 14 that contained an unapproved film of him and Montana. To prevent Brian from making money off of their movies, Montana enlisted the help of her attorneys. After all this, Montana was sent to inpatient treatment and kept there for a month. She decided to spend at least 30 days in a facility in Southern California to resolve some issues. According to Thames, an online publication said Montana was seen dancing at a Houston gentlemen's club after her adult career failed. Despite Montana's problems, Laurence and Gina's relationship was flourishing. They collaborated in 2013 when they acted together on NBC's Hannibal, but Laurence got into trouble again in 2015. When his father, Laurence Fishbone Sr., passed away a year previously, his 80-year-old mother, Hattie Fishbone, allegedly said she last spoke to her son. Hattie claimed that she was living off her $3,000 in Social Security benefits each month and that she had fallen behind on her $1,500 rent. She added that her apartment complex had served her with an eviction notice. The lurid narrative gossip magazines loved to feature about a mother who gave so much for her son only to have him succeed and turn against her quickly made the media feel bad for her. And who wouldn't? It's possible that Laurence and his mother's relationship was a little strained at the time, and her assertion that they didn't communicate is true. When she contacted media agencies about her impending eviction, Laurence still supported her financially. She was kicked out of her apartment at the end of 2015 because she didn't pay the rent. Adult Protective Services were requested to assist with getting Hattie out of the area. A stack of uncashed cashier checks written out to her landlord was discovered after they sifted through her stuff. Hattie was eventually diagnosed with a mental illness. Despite having plenty of money and Laurence giving her money, she struggled to take care of her requirements and frequently forgot to pay her expenses. Laurence paid the cost of her transfer to an assisted living facility. The media didn't cover this information because it wasn't as delicious as the untrue claims that he had abandoned his mother. Laurence was given the authority to act as Hattie's conservator because he was her only child. He denied the responsibilities but agreed to cover the costs of assisted living and other extraneous expenses. James Sullivan was then given the responsibility of conservator. Gianna withdrew from performing roles as Laurence's attorneys handled the specifics of the conservatorship issue. She informed the New York Times in September 2016 that she was leaving her role on the show to focus on her personal life. A year later, Gianna was spotted with an investor and entrepreneur from Utah named Kevin Wright. Around August 2017, Gina and Kevin met on the sand in Dana Point, California. Before Gina met her new boyfriend, Laurence and Gina divorced in October 2016. Because the world was unaware that Laurence and Gina's marriage was over, pictures of her dating new people became viral online. In November 2017, Laurence filed for divorce, alleging irreconcilable differences. He wanted the judge to deny either of them spousal support and grant him joint legal and physical custody of their daughter, who was 10 years old. In May 2018, their divorce became complete, and their settlement was kept private. In January 2019, Gina made their relationship public by asking Kevin to the Miss Bala movie premiere. In December 2018, during the Marrakech International Film Festival, Laurence made a sloppy and awkward public appearance with a new girlfriend. Bronwyn and Moylan, 44, were immediately identified as the woman by online sources. At the time, she was still legally wed to her husband of 15 years, the Reverend Richard Dannenfelser, 81. An insider claimed to have just reconnected with Bronwyn after having known Laurence for many years at an acting class. According to the insider, the Reverend intended to confront Laurence about sleeping with his wife, but backed down and let his lawyers handle the conversation. That little incident didn't last long, and as of this video, Laurence is back and Delilah has been accompanying him to red carpet events. Guys, that's all for today. If you want to see similar videos, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Press the bell icon so that you can catch all upcoming videos.